Hello, everyone.
What
Welcome.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
Good evening.
You missed a breathtaking pregame conversation about sewing machines. But thanks for coming and checking out the second episode of our 5e campaign. I'm going to pass it over to Ethan, who will be DMing, and he will continue the story.
Wait, I'm DMing? I thought you were DMing. I don't have anything to say.
Oh boy.
Oh,
You-
this is off topic. Okay. All right, guys. So last time we left the group, they had just successfully attacked another ship for a hat, and then killed their captain and drove away. They then met a pod of sky whales, led by a sky whale named Barry. And Barry disappeared, maybe to be seen again, but directed him to the nearest two settlements are a way station and the elven city of Valafor. And that's where we left our crew, and we go back to our captain, Tantor Manntar.
All right, so I want to go to Valafor.
Okay. So Valafor is about a week's worth of travel. Currently, we're just kind of on course. You can set a course to Valafor, kind of with the directions that Barry gave you. You're able to navigate out to the city, and it will take about a week.
Okay. How far away is the way station?
The way station would be about 8 hours. It is a little bit off course from Valafor, but you could make a stop on the way.
Well, what's at way stations? Does anybody know what's at way stations?
I believe they weigh our shipment.
I think
Why?
that way stations are kind of just a turn of phrase. Now they're probably just going to look through our stuff and make sure that we don't have anything illegal on the ship.
That sounds
Could
like
that mean something like waypoints? You know?
Yeah, it's a place that you can go back to when you have to reload your save.
Because you can't really weigh anything if it's flying.
Ah, true. Very true.
You can calculate the weight by displacement of the gas bags. Of course, that doesn't work for Tantor.
hilarious.
You couldn't actually weigh anything. Yeah, it's an interesting concept.
So,
I'm assuming that unless that hat that you got from the untoward gentleman that we ran into before has some kind of a curse on it, we're going to be fine at the way station. We don't have anything illegal on the ship, right?
Oh, heaven forfend.
Oranges should be illegal.
I guess I'll just wash some of this blood off the side of the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, that's probably going to
You'll do
wash
have
off
about
in the
8
next 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, you'll do have 8 hours before you
To clean up the crime scene.
Yeah. So normally way stations in this world, they're not actually really like maintained. They're kind of done on a kind of honor system. They're kind of restocked once a month by kind of the presiding local government, and it's kind of more of a spot for people that are traveling to have a nice nice bed to stay in, and kind of recuperate. There's a couple provisions there, and normally it's kind of seen of like you take some provisions, you leave some provisions kind of thing, and then once a month it just so like the stock kind of keeps up, and then once a month anything that's lacking is stocked up again.
Like a Motel 666.
That doesn't actually have like a a front office or anything. Yes.
Is there a pool?
Or the dishonor system. I got it.
Yeah.
That's very trusting of them.
Well, I mean, out in the lanes between, it's kind of every people are kind of every man for themselves. So there's this little kind of honor system among travelers and merchants that everyone's just kind of looking out for each other.
Well, if we could get something to eat besides oranges, that would be awesome.
Okay. So it will take again about 8 hours to get to the way station. So you all have some downtime until then to do any kind of resting you might need, or any kind of tending to spells or anything like that.
I mean, is everybody feeling good? Are you all healthy right now?
No,
So
no, I'm not.
yeah, I went ahead and re-healed everyone just because it is
Okay.
still going to take that 8 hours, but currently everyone is still kind of.
Come over here, cow guy. Let me lay hands on you. You'll feel better.
All right.
It's
I'll
not
just
in
walk over
any.
to him.
I'm gonna
Cast
I'm gonna
lay
play
hands on him 'cause I can
I'm gonna
get
play
back.
I'm gonna play solitaire.
If we have 8 hours,
Tantor doesn't sleep; he waits.
Billy's gonna hit his hammock and get in some snoozing so he can cast some spells.
Okay.
Wake me up about 2 hours before the spell, before the way station, so I can do some memorizing.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a snooze too.
Okay.
I believe
because
that
of
a
how
good
rotations
afternoon's
work-
rest is its own reward, so I'm going to do the same.
Okay, so y'all do have only 3 hammocks that are over here on the left side of the underside of the ship.
I will be the one to rest on the ground. You can all take the hammocks.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Dude, I'm good. I can sleep in the tree.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't even feel guilty about that. I'm going to take one of the hammocks.
I kind of like sleeping in the tree because if I get hungry,
Just take an orange.
I don't even have to wake up. It's perfect.
I'm gonna sleep standing up at the helm.
Okay.
That's
so
reassuring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
like a
very
creepy
restful.
trucker.
Tantor knows how to. Tantor was a prisoner of war. Okay, he knows how to. He knows how to sleep standing up.
He's always got to bring up
Okay.
the prisoner of war thing, doesn't he?
And when he brings up the prisoner of war thing, Villi holds up his little finger on his left hand, which makes a left turn about halfway up. Yeah, I remember when you was a prisoner.
You know, I could probably take care of that for you.
I'm gonna
What?
keep watch.
Villi.
Okay.
Yeah, remember when your fingers was too fat to open the gate? I
Yeah,
said,
I'll
all you
never
gotta
forget
do is
it.
Do this, and then you push the gate while my hand was still in there.
Yeah, I
But
was
that's
there.
okay, because you're my buddy.
Yeah,
All right.
That's,
You want an
all right.
orange? You want an orange, Tantor? Come on, have an orange. You know, when we see your mom,
I'm
the
gonna
first thing
leave.
she's going to ask you is Tantor drinking his orange
Well,
juice.
Villi currently Villi is in the tree under the on the
Good.
under the
Really
ship.
loud.
I've walked away. I'm up top.
Okay, yeah.
He's still
He's just
talking to
yelling.
himself.
Yeah.
I'm at the helm now, sleeping.
Where are the
Okay, so
hammocks?
Tantor's sleeping at the helm.
Lower level.
Thornstooth is out just watching. Ignacious, you're down below as well.
Yeah, I'm going down there.
Okay.
By the way, for the crowd, my character now looks a little bit different, and if anyone wants to know what he looks like a dude named Tommaso Ciampa, because that dude is a dwarf-looking guy I've always wanted to play in D&D.
Here, hold on. Let me.
Oh,
I might actually be able to.
While we're talking about our character tokens, I actually drew my own.
Out.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
It's gonna take
Yeah.
too long. I was gonna
Zoom
drop
in
a
on that.
handout, but it's gonna take too long. Everyone could just search them. So, Thorntooth, as you're looking out at the vast expanse of the horizon, you start seeing the horizon starts tilting,
Uh-oh.
and everyone that's below deck, give me dexterity saves.
ooh, I gotta roll a thing.
I hope that it's not tilting because I've
You're
leaned
asleep at the
against
wheel.
the wheel.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that would make sense.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Dex save.
Matter of fact, when it all shakes up, Villi uses that opportunity to run down along the branches and then slide down the truck and lands with the two hands up like he did a gymnastic thing. Since he rolled a 21, may as well use it.
Stuck the landing. You hit out of nowhere.
And he goes, yeah!
To nobody in particular.
To nobody, yes. Ignacious is sleeping over there, so.
Yep. It's been about 30 minutes, so Ignacious is out. Will is kind of like a little bit drowsy. He hasn't got quite 100% of sleep. Ignacious, you had your hand wrapped around your arms wrapped around your warhammer, like cuddling on it.
Of course I did.
And that's kind of lodged in the crease of the pillow, so that itself holds you up, and you're just like you got like a death grip on your warhammer there. So you're up and good to go. Willa, go ahead and give me a dexterity save as well.
Oh, Willa disappeared. Willa disappeared, you guys. Holy crap. Holy crap. Where'd she go?
In case anybody missed it last week, this is our ship, the Tropicannon. It's an airship. We're in an airship world.
The now non-existent lady is the one who named it.
Because we got oranges. We got oranges, y'all. Oh, this is the one I've been eating.
It's just like my rare islands on Animal Crossing with oranges.
Now, Chaz, do you actually hate oranges, or just your character doesn't like them also?
No, actually, I love oranges, but Tantor does not like oranges.
Orange. All right, we back? Willa? Okay. So while Willa's figuring out how to get back into view,
she fell over.
Yeah. Tantor, since you are asleep at the wheel, you are like you're slumped. Because while you lean against the wheel, you kind of slumped a little bit in your sleep and turned the wheel. So you go to the side. Thornstooth, you see the horizon is shifting and tilting, and you look down and you see that you're kind of sliding a little bit on the ship itself.
Okay.
You turn around to see your captain Tantor literally asleep at the wheel, next to the wheel now, as the wheel is spinning counterclockwise.
All right, yeah, I'll run back there, knock him away from the helm, and stop the wheel.
Okay. What's your? You're pretty strong. So yeah, you're able to slide and hold the wheel from spinning even more, as y'all are about at like a 30-degree right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try and right the ship.
Everyone below deck is perfectly fine. Y'all are glued into your mattresses. You don't even know it. Villi, since you're awake now, you notice that the floor has tilted a bit, and it seems like the ship is kind of lazily tilting to the side. But your two compatriots that are down below deck with you, sound asleep, haven't even heard or noticed a thing. Yeah, Thornton, go ahead and give me. You don't even need a strength check. You right the ship straight.
Okay. And I'll just kind of keep a watch out and keep my hand on the wheel and let
when I can
him sleep.
I'm gonna go to the stairs and pop up.
Okay. So
Olivia, your mic is still muted.
You can go ahead and pop up.
Who's driving?
I've got it, buddy. Go on back to sleep.
Okay.
Hey, dude. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't think we have insurance on this tub.
We should probably get that the next town, considering our captain likes to fall asleep.
I don't think we could get insurance from any reputable place.
It's probably true. I'll write up something.
So since nobody else is using the hammocks, he'll strap himself into a hammock this time.
I'm gonna start trying to forge a insurance thing.
Oh,
Okay, give me.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Isn't there a forgery skill?
I don't
No.
think there's a forgery.
Not in
skill.
5e.
Not yet,
I'll do
not in
sleight of
5e.
hand on this paper.
Oh, 5e
Um,
doesn't have a cool skill? I don't believe it.
Oh, it's really sparse compared to some sets.
Give me. Yeah, do sleight of hand. Yeah, do sleight of hand now, but for it to hold up, it'll be deception.
Cool.
You believe you have a passable, airtight insurance document.
Gosh dang right, I do. I'm gonna
let
like
me-
roll it up into a nice little thing and put it in my pocket.
What happened to me? Was I
You're-
shifted and woken from my slumber when they corrected the wheel?
So yeah, Thornstooth, did you move him out of the way, or did you just step over him?
I'll say I stepped over him.
Stepped over him? Yeah. So you're still asleep. All right, and then. So yeah, from here on out, if no one else has anything else they're doing, everyone's gonna set up their spells and stuff, get that all going. We will go ahead and proceed to the way station. If anyone else has any last things they want to do, go ahead and get those now. But otherwise, we're just gonna move to the next map.
Zoom.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Going to the next map. Oh, thank you very much, Advent Portal, for following us on Twitch. And thanks to everybody that's out there watching on YouTube as we continue our adventure through the skies.
Okay. Let me just get everyone in. If you have any other like chat things to say out while I'm getting everyone else over to the way station.
Not currently on my end.
I need to pull
Everybody in the
that back
YouTube chat seems to be having fun.
That is good to hear.
Someone said we should go with Air State Insurance.
that's funny.
Oh, and Rimothy Logbones said that Tommaso Ciampa looks amazing, which is the correct answer because he's one of the most horrifying looking human beings I've ever seen and rules. Oh, and the guy just donated $20 and said insurance provided by a friendly lizard ?
What?
Would that be Guy Co?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man Corp instead of Geico.
All right.
Well, isn't Manco from Team Fortress 2? Any TF2 fans out there?
Probably we're on the internet, chat.
So we.
Who likes
so
Portal, guys?
So now you
All
should
right.
be seeing the way station map.
Oh damn.
So this is a way station is above a layer of clouds.
Oh, good. We're not
You do see
falling.
that there are. Yeah, you're not. So, Thorntooth expertly drives the ship straight and docks it next to the gangplank, or next to the dock. And y'all are free to go ahead and start exploring the way station. It looks to be a of like moderate size. There are looks to be like a 4-room way station. You see a crane over here that is used to kind of pull any kind of supplies or anything like that off of ships and onto the way station. Any kind of cargo that people want to store. There are a few birds flying around. And you do see on the far dock, there's another ship, smaller ship than yours, docked. So it seems that someone else is here.
Do we see anybody?
Not yet, y'all are outside.
Actually, I want to say when I wake up when we get there, I want to notice that Thornstooth was driving, and and I want to say, excellent job, Thornstooth. I knew that I made the right decision making you the helmsman.
Yeah, I appreciate it, boss.
Yeah,
go
nice
see if we can
driving,
get-
Chopper.
Thanks. I'm here if you need me. I'm gonna go check out these stores. What do we got?
So yeah, you go ahead and you Thornstooth, you're coming around what looks like to be the main part of the way station. The doors are shut right now. Willa, you come into looks to just be like a kind of like a wash station.
Oh,
In storage area, there's a small little receptacle of water.
Okay.
It's not like a bathroom or just kind of it's a bucket of water you can kind of do a little quick clean in, and as well as a little bit of provision storage. Storage is looking a little sparse right now. They must be nearing the end of the month of restocks.
Can I check out what they have in here?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Oops. Let's see.
What
Hey,
is
Tantor,
this?
I'm going to walk over here and see if this happens to be a traveling hat maker.
Okay, good. I need a new hat. I need a hat for my head. I have one for my nose. Now I need one for my head. Also, what is this?
Did I do
That's
it?
a crane. So those are used if you have any cargo on the ship you want to bring on to the way station. You pull up to the crane. Someone operates the crane to pull the cargo up onto the way station. It's just so people don't have to themselves cart it off of the ship.
I see.
I got a 19 investigation to look at the ship from this distance and look over that other ship.
At the smaller one. So that looks to be like a small adventure party ship. Looks like it might hold 2 to 3 people. Usually smaller ships like these kind of travel in like a pair or at most 3 ships. But currently there are only 1.
Hey,
Is there a
Ethan,
name, anything on the ship that I can see? A flag, a symbol?
No
Press.
symbols that you see, and nothing. There's nothing on deck on the top deck that you can see.
All right, he will yell out, "Ahoy! Ahoy!"
You hear nothing back.
is there a sign on the building that I'm standing in front of, like next to the door that me and Thornstooth are chilling in front of?
Just saying way station NW2, signifying that it is the way station. NW3 on the it was 2-3, signifying that it is the way station on the northwest quadrant, section 2, on the 3rd level of the lanes between.
Cool. Is the door unlocked?
Go ahead and try it.
Let's head on in, guys. And
Before we describe that, Willa, you're investigating. You do see some modicum provisions. There's some rope. You're able to find 3 more 50 feet of rope piles. You're able to find enough rations and water that are general rations and water to last another 4 days, and you're able to find 20 arrows and a couple of spears.
So is this stuff that I have to share with other people, like people at the way station, or can I bring it to other crew members and distribute it to us?
You can take as much or as little as you want. It's all kind of on an honor system.
Well, I guess I'll just leave it there and tell them about it. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Now, who's going in first?
I am holding the doorknob or the handle or whatever's on this door. So I'm headed on in. I want to go buy some stuff and say hi to some people. I need a drink.
Okay. So Ignacious, you open up the door first, and Thornstooth rushes in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Ignacious, you
Hey,
open
come
the door
on
to go
now,
in
you
first,
big
and Thornstooth
cow.
just rushes through. Thornstooth, you are greeted with a scene of carnage. It looks like there are 3 bodies in the room, all of them plastered to the wall. Looks like there are bits of shrapnel, actually glowing shrapnel embedded in their bodies, and there are splatters of blood all over the floor. It looks like in lines originating from here and going out towards each of the bodies, and then also there's a splatter of blood behind the bodies where their body met the wall as well.
I think these guys are dead.
I'm gonna go into business mode. Hey, any of you three have any chance of being alive right now?
I like the way Iggy goes and sits at a table. Says,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have what
I was
he's
trying to
got.
go here. I was trying to go there.
Okay. So you can go up to them and do a medicine check to see if any of them have any semblance of being alive.
Do they just look like liquid? Do I need to roll a perception for that, or is there a chance?
There might be a chance that one of them is alive.
I'm gonna go up to the purple guy and roll.
Okay.
What am I rolling? Perception.
Medicine. Yep. You're doing medicine to see their vitals.
Oh,
and see if
medicine.
Yep.
I'm good at that.
Okay. This one's dead. He's complete. Like his insides are liquefied, and he has been like he hemorrhaged from the inside. Like there is blood coming from his eyes, ears, and his nose.
Literally, without changing expression, I go to the next one unless anyone's doing something else, and I'm doing the same thing.
Can I like walk through this door and go into this room and then come into where they are?
Yes, you're greeted with the same scene. So you come in as as Ignacious has walked up to this fellow here, kind of moves past you, shakes his head a little bit, and moves on to the next one. You're greeted with the same scene here, Ignacious.
All right, and then
It's
literally
greeting.
shifting down and doing it one more time.
The cards would be by Hellmark.
Yeah. Also, I think that. Excuse
I
me.
can really tell that one's dead, right?
So this one, he's a little bit of a fighter. He does have the smallest semblance of life. You see it in his eyes. He's not really he's very, very shallow breaths. I mean, he looks like he maybe has about 30 seconds left.
Can I cast anything on him to make that a little bit longer?
Yeah, go ahead and try. Yeah.
So
Alright.
what you're saying is it looks like this all just happened.
Currently, you
Well, if the guy's still alive, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna cast Cure Wounds on him,
okay.
which it's not letting me put it in the chat. But
Also, Tantor and Villi, I think, are
Click
kind
on
of
the,
predisposed with this ship
the
here.
balloon.
Okay, yeah. So y'all want to go investigate the ship?
That's what I'm doing. I thought that's what Villi was doing.
I'm hopping on my buddy's shoulder.
Okay.
And off we go. Don't worry, I'll just move along with you.
Here, I got y'all.
Okay.
Oh no! Ah.
I'm just
Gonna
throwing
move
him
all
off.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go Ignacious first, and then to Villi and Tantor. So Ignacious, you cast Cure Wounds on him. You should be able to just click your token, and then that macro on the top left to click Cure Wounds.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So you're able to heal him a little bit. It looks like he's not making it through this.
Yeah.
But you maybe got a little bit more time to get more information. You do have see like he turns his head towards you, and he looks pained. Like what you did, it was he's a little angered towards you at that.
My friend, I only want to avenge you and make sure that you have a at least somewhat peaceful death. Who did this? I forgot about my accent. Pardon me. Let me redo that. Hey, friend. Sorry, I got too serious there for a minute, even though you're going to die in a couple seconds. Who did this to you? Because I want to make sure that your death is not in vain. Who killed all these people?
We did. Please, just let me go.
Oh, well, that's super creepy.
What?
You're the one that caused the weird explosion thing in the middle of the room?
How many are here? Did anyone make it?
There's 3 people, including you, my friend, and 4 of us that are not you. But who was here before we got here? There was 3 of them.
Yeah. So there's 3 in total. He looks at us. Rock made it. And he passes out after that.
Yep, catch him in my arms, close his eyes, lay him down peacefully, say a quiet little prayer because I'm not a pushy cleric.
What was that he said?
He said, I think someone named Rock or Brock.
Yeah, I heard Ralph.
And if anybody on either of the streams think I just got swatted, I didn't. My food got here.
Oh, God.
Someone said that in chat.
People don't do that. So Villi and Tantor, y'all go on to the ship. Now, go ahead and give me, if you want, an investigation check.
Sure.
I'm going to go around to the other 2, lay them down comfortably, say little prayers over them.
Okay. So yeah, it's like as you're, as both of y'all are walking along the ship, you see that the ship's taken quite a bit of damage. It looks like maybe the party that was coming here was coming to lay low for a little bit and, had to do some repairs. Maybe perhaps they were looking to see if the way station had any kind of supplies to be able to repair the ship. Tantor, as you are looking a little bit more diligently, you are able to parse that this looked to be an adventuring crew of some experience. Because as you go down below deck, you see that they are kitted out for, looks like dungeon delving. So they've got many lengths of rope. They have provisions for days. It looks like they were going on some long excursion. And from what you can surmise, they went through probably about half their stock when they made it here. So they had enough provisions. But it seemed like they stopped here for some kind of rest or something like that.
So what you're telling me is there's food that's not oranges.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to start bagging that up.
Okay.
Hold
Are
on
we
a
all
second.
still in the same
Let me
room?
ask a question about this ship.
Villi and Tantor are on the ship. Everyone else is in the room with all the dead, bloody bodies.
He also said, sorry to cut into the scene, but he also said, and I don't want to forget this, that they did this to themselves?
Yes, I've heard of this before. I believe it's called suicide.
Yeah, but I mean, fair point. You're not incorrect, but I think they were stating something a little bit deeper and more meaningful than that. We should go find this Rock character and figure out what happened.
All right.
You think he's still on the island?
Who knows?
Okay, I'm going down this way.
Okay. You're just looking to see if there's anyone around or anything?
Yeah,
Did
I'll
the-
break down the doors.
Did the other 2 see the dead bodies?
No, they
No.
haven't been inside.
We're
I'm
out
gonna
of
come
this
over
ship.
here. Hey guys, come here. It's ugly in here.
They got food and
Technically,
supplies and
yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, it's not ugly over here.
Yeah,
I mean-
y'all have got some provisions for a while.
Guys, there's a bunch of dead people in here, and there might be someone else still alive out here.
Is this a staircase over here?
Ooh, killing. Let's go.
It goes up to just like a little watchtower.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's no second story or anything like that.
There's
So
no
Thornstooth,
provision
as you're looking around, you went to what looks to be the rest room. There are 3 beds in there. They don't look particularly made, but it doesn't look like anyone slept in them for a while either. You'd probably say that they've been unused for the better part of 2 or 3 days.
Okay. I will. Is there a window right here? I can just look out and see if I see anybody walking around.
Yes, there are 2 windows here. One
Alright.
here, one here.
Can I look
What
around
the hell
this
happened
watchtower?
here?
That's just
you
looking
looking
around.
on the watchtower.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're looking out, go ahead and give me. You're just doing a full scan of everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why not?
see. Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
All right, just you get perception as well. So just you, as you are looking out the window, you see what looks to be a bit of wood out on that rock there. Looks to be like some kind of debris from an accident or something like that. I mean, it's splintered wood.
Okay, I'll go out that way.
Okay.
However I get there.
And then
Tantor, this guy here, when he was still with the living, said that there was one guy who got away. I think his name was Rock or Brock. It might have been Dwayne. But
maybe it was a rock, big bird.
And he also said something about they did this to themselves and it wasn't suicide because that's what the cow thought.
okay,
Well,
The one that looks like a cow.
you mean Chopper?
What's Justin's name?
Justin's name is Thorntooth.
Thorntooth.
I call him Choppers.
Yeah, that guy.
You're Iggy.
So,
Tantor, because he's too big and tall to mess with. I haven't figured out a good one for Willie.
Did you say there was a rock that was a bird?
Willa, as you're looking out,
I know.
I think that it was a guy named Rock.
you see
Rocky.
that as you're looking around at the dock in the wood,
Yes.
you see it looks like it's very faint, but coming out from the door, there's a trail of what look like bloody paw prints, and it stops here. So it doesn't go quite all the way to the ship all the way over here, but it
Okay.
stops about right there.
Interesting.
Thorntooth, you go and you pick up that splintered piece of wood.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me investigation check on it.
Oh,
It looks like some kind of
he hurts himself with it.
debris wood. I mean,
Interesting. I guess I'll just toss it down.
like just down on the rock, or like toss it away.
Yeah, I'll just like throw it away. Probably
Okay.
over the side, I think.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. You didn't see anything else out here.
All right, I'm gonna start making my way back.
I want to see
I'm
what's
gonna-
out on the balcony.
Yep, same.
I'm gonna follow that bloody foot paw print trail. Anybody want to come with me? I think.
Is this the first time you've informed us of it?
Yes.
Yeah, you haven't told anyone yet.
Oh.
You just walked past.
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah, we're out on the porch now.
All right. Well, Thorntooth is out here. Hey, do you see these paw prints too, or is it just me?
Yeah, I see him. Now that
Do
you
you-
said that.
Do you? Give me.
I don't
give me
know,
a
do I?
perception. Yeah. Do you? Give me a perception to see. Yeah. You see
Yes.
'em.
Yes,
You're-
the
You're
animal-like
surprised why
footprints,
no
correct?
one else saw them either, as they're pretty apparent, bloody animal prints. It looks almost they look cat-like, but it's weird because they're not on a set of four. They're so there's not like four paw print sets. They're standing upright. Looks like it's some kind of bipedal cat made these prints.
Hmm.
And you said they stop like right here.
Yes.
Is there a hitching area for other ships?
Yeah, all the docks here, that whole line is able to have a hitching area on it.
Okay. Does it look like it went over the edge, the paw prints,
Whoops, that was an accident.
or just kind of stops and disappears?
It just kind of stops there and disappears.
Okay.
You see it like it turns. It's like the front of the paw prints are turning towards this direction.
Okay.
But it's on the dock and then it disappears.
So like it got on the ship and left.
You would surmise so, yes.
Okay.
Can I look up and make sure there's nobody like flying away in the distance?
You don't see anyone
Oh,
flying away in the distance or
okay.
anything. This is all you see right now. And then Ignacious and Tantor, y'all went out on the balcony.
Yep.
It's a very nice, peaceful balcony.
Man, this is beautiful.
Yeah, you see on the windows that overlook the balcony, they're looking back in. So it's a little weird because you right behind you, Ignatius, there is the splattered body on the window of one of the Aarakocra member that was brutally murdered or died in some way. But other than that, it's a pretty nice looking balcony. You could see yourself spending some time out here just watching the birds fly by.
And that's a very bad way to put it.
I'm gonna do a perception check and smell to see if I can pick up on any scents.
Okay.
I realize that they have been in here, but since I'm not really disturbed by these dead bodies particularly, so I'm gonna do a little investigating through here to see what I can find, if anything.
And where are you looking? Oh,
in this room.
You're just looking for
looking around in the room, see if anything that they might have missed.
Okay.
I have advantage
I see
on that.
From a different angle than them. How much gum is stuck to the bottom of the tables.
Mm-hmm. So, when you're investigating around, it looks like you can see from where the bodies were positioned and the trails of blood all around you. It looks like the source of whatever it was originated out from here, but there's no blacks. There's no scarring of the floor or anything like that. You don't smell or see any kind of bomb or gunpowder residue or anything like that.
Huh.
Tantor, you smell like it is thick with blood. Like this blood has been sitting stagnant for a while. You would surmise probably about 8 or 9 hours. This blood's been sitting stagnant.
Okay, but not longer than that.
Not longer than that, no.
Okay. Well, it looks like these bodies have been here for no longer than 8 or 9 hours. So whatever killed them could possibly still be here, especially if that ship's not able to move.
So the ship that's still docked is able to be moved. There's just no one able to man it. There's no one on it.
And we're still down a person from what the almost dead guy said before he joined the land of the dead.
Yes.
Anybody have speak with dead?
We should all gather in the same room so I don't feel like we're cheating.
Okay.
Did anybody check this room?
That's where Willa came in.
Okay. I think this is an episode of Clue.
So yeah, if everyone wants to share everything they've, gotten up to that point, everyone's caught up. Blood on the dock floor, and all
Feathers
that.
on the balcony.
Well, I don't know how good of a job that Villi and I did checking the ship. I wonder if the villain is there.
We found some paw prints outside.
Cat-like.
Oh, now that's a clue. Right there.
But they end very abruptly, and there seems to be no leads on where it went. Whatever it was.
What kind of paw? Where's the? I walk over there and check them out.
Okay. Give me a perception or an investigation. You're physically investigating what kind of paw prints they are, not just seeing them.
Investigation. Get off my spells page. Go over here to where it says investigation. Yeah.
Okay. So these paw prints look to be, they are cat-like in origin, but it looks like to be some kind of bipedal cat. As if there's maybe a cat-like race.
Yeah, I have to ask this as a nerd. Are tabaxis known in this world?
They are, yes.
Okay, so it's okay. So yeah, there was a tabaxi here.
But the real question is, do they have the backwards hand because the guy traced it wrong for the monster manual?
God, that's awesome.
I
gonna
don't
go
know what
check out the ship.
tabaxi are.
Okay.
I think you smoke it.
So Thornstooth,
That's not what he
and Tantor
smokes.
going back to investigate.
Yeah.
Going back again, so Tantor informs that they've already kind of checked out the upper deck. You go below to the lower deck. It is a little bit. It's definitely not as spacious as y'all's ship is. They don't
Well,
have a whole
that's
tree
clear.
sitting there. It looks to be more like this is a small adventuring party, and they probably went in groups of 2 or 3. Looks to be that there's only 1 hammock, so they probably fielded only about 2 or 3 people per ship. And if y'all want to go ahead and give another whoever wants to investigate more to see anything else about the ship.
I'll walk out there and check it out.
Okay. So everyone that's on the ship, go ahead and give me investigate. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, I actually did good.
So
Olivia's aware we're up in the sky.
So, Olivia, you walk onto the ship. You don't see any trees, and you lose interest. You're just
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Lame ship. And then Justen, Thorntooth, and Tantor. Thorntooth, you see the same things that Tantor saw earlier when he was doing his earlier investigation. Looks to be a small adventuring party that sat on the ship, and it looks like the provisions had started to be raided by someone, but they're all kind of just like collected in a central pile on the lower deck. Tantor, you start heading over to where the map is and the map table, and you see notes kind of haphazardly scribbled and scrawled around, speaking on it seems like there was a landmass from underneath the cloud, like the bottom cloud layer, drifted up, and they were going to investigate one of the old city ruins for any kind of artifacts or magical items of the sort. It seemed like from one of the entries in the journal that they did find an artifact after narrowly evading one of the guardians of the old city ruins, but they were not sure what the artifact itself did. They were going to bunk at a way station for repairs and investigation.
So that means that the artifact is somewhere on the ship.
Or is it?
You did not find anything that kind of screams artifact or anything like that on the ship currently. It's
All right, I want to relay that to everybody else and see what they might know about it, if they would have any other information about it.
okay.
Are these birds flying around here? Are there birds?
Yeah, the bird's fine.
Can I try to like tame one of the birds and like see?
I mean, yeah, you can give me a handle animal check.
Cool.
If you want.
While she's trying to tame the birds, since it's been about an hour, we have a few donations that I'm going to read through. Juicy Fruitify, which is a good name.
Check.
Oh, how do I? Oh, animal handling. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
All right,
You're
coming
not-
back.
you're not casting a spell to bend an animal to your will. That's so bad.
Juicy Fruitify donated $10 for bards supporting other bards. Corey Zanatti donated $2, and he wants to know, Chaz, where do you send stuff if they want to send us things?
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, we'll have that information later. SPHILTIC Sphalitic donated $5. She likes us a lot and just found out that we stream, so she's happy. Rimothy Logbone donated $5 for the Weekend at Bernie's thing from last week. And Jeff Tillis donated $2 and asked what I was eating for dinner, which has started a pool in the chat about what I'm having for dinner. It's a
Interesting.
bacon cheeseburger and fried mushrooms. They were all wrong. Nobody was even close.
Aw.
All right, back to D&D.
Willa, you kind of do a eagle screech out to one of the eagles. It turns its head towards you, and you pull out a little dried cube of meat and hold it out. It lands on your outstretched hand and digs its claws into your arm while it's feeding on your hand. You'll take a point of damage as it pierces into your forearm, and then you currently now have an eagle just like resting on your arm.
Totally worth it.
Wait, I was standing right next to her for that, right?
Yes.
Oh, holy shit! And I run back here.
Okay.
That thing's almost as big as I am. That thing's as big as Villi is.
I think it's bigger.
How you're holding this thing up on your arm
I
is...
mean...
your arm is starting to get a little tired from holding it out, though. But it's still just kind of like...
it.
You know, and then as it finishes eating from out of your hand, it's kind of like pecking around like your torso looking for more.
Oh no. Can I talk to it?
You go ahead and try.
Yeah, you can try to speak with animal.
Okay.
Feed it some oranges. Oh, that's meta.
Oranges.
I'm on the ship.
Yeah. So you're on the ship. You found these journal entries, but have as of yet not found anything that looks like an artifact of untold power or anything. You do now from with more focused eyes and focused investigating. You see what looks like the wounds in the hull of the ship. They look kind of charred and roughly circular, or like elliptical in shape, almost as if like something with very high heat was like passed through or fired or in some way came in contact with the ship itself. It looks like that's what they were trying to get repaired.
Interesting. Is there any way that I can tell whether that thing that's associated with heat was magical or not?
You would have to do like an Arcana check. I don't
probably
know if you
have
Arcana
shit
or
for that.
Aren't you a barbarian?
No, I'm a ranger.
Oh, okay, still not
that-
magic-y.
But
you could still-
animals does take 10 minutes to cast.
Oh.
So you would have to sit down for 10 minutes. In that interim, while you're doing that, the eagle will go back to its presumed flying arm.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay.
I mean, he's a cool
I
paladin
can-
right now, though.
I can use Arcana even if it's untrained, right? It just doesn't add my proficiency.
You need some arcana knowledge there, Tantor?
Yeah,
So you're way over here, Villi.
definitely.
Yeah, whether he needs Arcana or not.
He can call.
It looks like a giant hole of something fiery.
I'm gonna
giant-
send out my trumpet, which is to tell Villi to come here.
Okay.
Let's hear it, man.
Yeah, trumpet, man.
I already played it.
That was
Everybody
super
else
silent.
can
It's
hear
like,
it, but you guys.
Oh yeah, we.
It's
can.
like a dog
That's
whistle.
the
Oh,
weakest
that's right.
thing.
Well, you can watch it on the playback.
Oh.
What do you
read
need
it?
arcanes there, Tantor? Good buddy.
Yeah, I need to see what's going on with these journals, and it looks like there was some explosion of some kind. I don't know if it's magic or not.
It was an explosion. It was magic. Let's see what we get with the arcane. 17?
So the from the patterns of burning on the ship's hull, you can see that this was not done with normal explosive means. Something magical or non-mechanical made these wounds, and from the way that the burns kind of splinter out, looks like this was a constant beam of something. This was not one just poof, and then that's it. That made these holes and these scars on the ship.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna go grab the ship, drive that over here, and we can salvage everything.
Okay.
Wonderful idea. That's why I picked you as helmsman.
I know it, boss. I'll be back.
The only reason for me to interrupt, Rimothy Logbone just became a subscriber
Hey, Rimothy.
Thank you,
Oh,
Rim.
welcome aboard, Remothy.
on YouTube, so hooray, hooray.
Okay.
Thank you for your support.
You're moving the ship over to our ship? Is that what you said you were doing?
Yes.
Well, actually, it was moving our ship over to the ship.
Oh, okay. That works.
That way we can
There
just
we go.
take. I'm just gonna start transferring stuff that I think I could take. Anything. That's not
Excellent
bolted
driving. It was like you were never even gone.
So you get 10 lengths of 50-foot coils of rope.
Let me get the notes. Give me a second.
Yeah.
There are no notes. I'm gonna put it in my bio. That's fine.
Yeah, in your bio you should be able to have like notes and stuff, or just on your inventory sheet. You're able to have those as well. So
Okay.
you're able to get 10 lengths of, or 10 coils of 50-foot rope. You're able to get various ration provisions. Different wines, fruit, vegetables, dried meats, and the like. Enough for 20 days of travel. Then you are able to, you're stocked up a couple more javelins. So you're able to pull over 5 more javelins. It looks like they had space for more, but a lot of them are missing. Looks like they were running low on their inventory for that. You find 6 potions of cure wounds.
Ooh.
Nice.
2 potions of invisibility.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And 1 potion of a like dark black liquid that you are unsure of what it is. You've never seen a potion like this before.
I'm just gonna hand that off to, I guess, Villi on my way out. Like as I'm walking by with the rest of the potions, I'll just hand that to him and be like, check this out for me.
19 Arcana. I sniff it. I look at it. I compare the color in different lights.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
taste it.
Yeah, you do or you don't taste it.
I did not at this point taste it.
Okay. So with kind of doing your investigating on it, this is some kind of necrotic potion. It is from the School of Necromancy. However, it from just looking around, like doing your initial investigations of it, you're not able to tell like specifically what it is or what level caster made it or anything like that.
Yeah,
But
healing
it is
and
something from
poison
Necron.
are both necromancies.
Something over there smells horrible.
Don't say that.
I was
In front
talking.
of them?
I was talking about the potion.
Oh.
Hilarious.
He is a funny little guy, isn't he?
Well, you
Yeah,
know what they
that's-
say. We aim to please and we shoot to kill.
All right. And that's all that Thornstooth you're able to grab from the ship.
Okay.
Choppers.
I'm gonna set up a buffet on the top deck for whenever the rest of the crew gets back with all the rations we just found.
Hey, Choppers. Do you know anything about potions? Choppers is Thorntooth.
Oh, I do not. Nope.
Iggy.
Yeah.
Got this here black necromantic nasty smelling stuff.
Yeah, it smells horrible.
Can you do anything with potions?
I mean, I can keep that away from anybody.
I thought you were like a healing type guy.
I am a healing type guy. That's the reason I don't want that crap near anybody. That's a necrotic potion.
Yeah, but healing is a necrotic spell.
Is that in 5e that it's called a necrotic spell?
Oh yeah, I think that's true. I think clerics are it's all part of the same school in 5e.
That's the stinky bad kind of necrotic, though. I don't like that word.
I'll hold on to it for now. If anybody goes down, we'll pour it in their mouth.
Yeah, you
they
could
go
probably
either
use.
stay dead or not.
And then, Tantor, as you're looking around more, you step off the ship and you do a little bit more investigating of the ship's outside. It looks like there are couplers on the bottom of the ship itself. They look like they kind of come down and in, maybe as like something could dock on the ship itself. You do know that some smaller ships sometimes have augmentations put on them to have smaller scouting ships travel with them and be kind of deployed as needed. But currently, there's no like single-manned ship attached to it either. It's just the one ship.
And we checked everywhere on the island, right?
Yep, everyone on the island.
The bird's not saying anything?
The bird kind of told her to back off.
If Olivia had cast the spell, she still has about 3 more minutes on the spell being fully cast. Because it takes about 10 minutes to cast.
Bird's still there?
Oh yeah, they're still rolling around.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he flew away already.
He flew away from you, but they're still like
Oh.
kind of like roaming around.
Hey, are there any birds of prey flying around?
The eagles.
I mean,
mean, like
I mean,
Oh, you mean besides the eagles?
sorry, I used the wrong. Are there any like vultures or crows flying around, or anything that feeds mainly on dead stuff?
No, with the bodies kind of being contained inside, they have not attracted any kind of scavenging beasts.
Cool. I
Well,
was just
Justen
checking to
did
see if there was
burst the
anyone
doors
outside.
open, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna yell to the eagle. Which way did they go? I don't know why my voice went that way. I speak to birds. I can talk to birds. I just can't understand them.
So
What?
Everybody
it
can talk
squawks
to birds.
back
I
at
can
you.
talk to park benches.
It's
No,
true.
I've got what is it? Hang on.
It's like the shittier version of parcel tongue.
Yeah.
It's what?
If we're still sitting here, I mean, when the 10 minutes is up, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So you'll sit for, well, go ahead if y'all, while everyone is finishing things up on both ships and traveling things in, if you would like to cast your spell,
Okay.
10 minutes go by.
I just want to ask the bird where they went now.
While she's figuring out that,
So yeah, just so you can actually speak to them.
Yeah.
They just can't speak back to you.
What?
Yeah, but I figure she can understand it, and then
Yeah, but it's like squawking back at you, but you have no idea what it's saying.
I'm gonna pretend like I do. Great.
Okay, so the 10 minutes are up. And so yeah, so now you are able to you feel a connection with these eagles. 2 of them have flown away. The one that Justen communed with has kind of stayed around. It's still like squawking, but it squawks back for about 2 minutes and then stops squawking because no one said anything back to it. But it kind of flies a little bit. It's just doing like a little loop around.
Well, hey, you there. What's your name?
Oh, hello. Oh, you fed me the cubes earlier. Thank you very much for that.
So I have a question. There seems to have been some kind of thing that happened here, and there's a couple dead people, and I'm wondering if you know where the perpetrator headed off to.
Meat was meat.
Oh. No, nowhere.
What, oh, no meat. Okay. Well, and so everyone else is hearing this the whole time. And the eagle kind of looks at Thorntooth and says, "You're one over there asked me earlier, and I replied, but no one replied back, and it's very rude. So you're asking what happened. Well, I'm not really sure. We kind of. Oh, my companions flew away. I'll catch up with them. We got here a little while ago. We kind of try to come to the way stations every once in a while. Well, way station. These floating islands. Every once in a while, because humans and come and they leave scraps, and we usually they like to feed us. Thank you for feeding me as well. Where was it? What was your question again? I'm sorry, I was thinking about food.
Do you know where these paw prints came from and where this guy went?
Well, there was a 4 people went in. There was a large bright red light, and then one walked out, got on a ship and left. We haven't heard anything else. Is the meat in there? And he kind of looks towards the open door.
Which direction did he fly toward?
Is that bird looking at me?
No, he's looking like towards the entrance.
I'm standing in front of the entrance. I'm holding my arrow.
Oh, you are over there? I'm seeing you over here by Willa.
Oh, I thought I didn't realize she moved. Never mind. I thought I was between her and the bird.
The bird's like over here now. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat and looking at the map back and forth.
Oh. So, yeah, he's kind of distracted right now at the thought of food. What was your question again?
Oh, just one more question. Which direction did that ship head toward?
Oh, well, I didn't really pay attention to that. Afterwards, there was a nice small bird flew by, and I you got to take meat when you can get it. You were speaking again of meat. Are you gonna eat that?
No comment.
I should probably get back with my crew. Yeah.
Hey, did you ask him if he saw an alive guy?
Yeah, he said one guy left the building, got on a ship, and flew away.
Damn it.
Does he know where he went?
With that, the eagle turns and he goes, It was very nice chatting with you, but I must get going. People to see.
Nice meeting you.
Meat to eat. And he flies off. Is anyone looking in the distance anymore? Well, I guess Willa, you would be as you watch the eagle go away.
I'm gonna watch the eagle fly away too. He's majestic.
Both of y'all give me perception checks.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
You don't appreciate majesty.
I'm cracking into the wine.
If nothing attacks, I thought there was a mention of journals.
Yes. Tantor mentioned that there were journals on the map table.
I want to look at the map. Any maps that are on there, gather those up, and any journals, and head back to our ship.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything for that?
No, you gather them up. You take the whole table not the whole table, but everything on the table and head back to the ship.
Yeah, I was hoping I didn't have to carry the freaking table. Jeez.
You just see a small little Tilly,
times as tall as me.
Military pressing the table over his head. Tantor.
If it was round, I guess I could use it like a rollable table.
You see, from coming from the horizon, it looks like there's a shape of about 5 silhouettes that look to be flying towards you. They are, from what you can see, they're slightly elliptical shaped. However, on the bottom, each like right and left side, the bottom curve of the ellipses, there are what look like 2 lines, almost like fins, and then there is one fin on the top. It looks like there are 5 of them. They are heading your way.
I see that. Who sees
No,
that?
Tantor is the only one that sees that. Villi, you're Thorntooth is busy getting drunk. Villi, you're carrying all the maps and everything like that. It's covering up like, your whole body. You can barely see where you're going. You're kind of just like looking at the dock, just like looking at your feet, because everything is kind of clouding your vision in front of you.
Have you
with the
seen
maps and
me? I
everything.
can barely see where I'm going anytime.
Ignacious and Willa, you're distracted by what looks like a mound of maps and paper with feet are walking into your ship. And then Tantor, you see the 5 shark-like silhouettes coming towards you.
Well, my interest ended with the bird, so I'm getting back on the ship.
Yeah.
Guys, there's something coming this way.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I'm just gonna down the glass of wine I'm drinking, and then where's he at? I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna come out and stand behind the big elephant.
I'm gonna blow my horn to get everybody out here.
Let me go ahead and set them up.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, that's not
Damn.
good. Also, if you're just joining us, thanks for stopping by. Hope that you guys are enjoying this. I'm having fun.
Same. And
Oh no! Don't take the rock with it.
while we were playing, after I announced what my dinner was, we made $18 because I said what my dinner was. 3 people from chat, Ash and Megan, both donated $5, and Rimothy donated $8 before he subscribed as a member because they were all wrong about what I was having for dinner.
Well, thank you. You're all awesome.
Did y'all make that, or did y'all go somewhere?
Oh, no, it was DoorDash or Uber, Grubhub or something. We're not sponsored by anybody. Someone brought me food in a car.
Okay.
I DoorDash Chick-fil-A, and if Chick-fil-A would like to sponsor me, please send me an email.
We haven't had Chick-fil-A in a while.
Oh man.
Well, we're gonna be doing some yard work tomorrow. I'll pick some up for you.
I don't like Chick-fil-A, and that has no political ramifications at all. I just think the chicken's not good. The chicken's good, but the breading I don't enjoy.
Our friend Kat has said that before. She said the breading's too sweet. It's like
Truth. It tastes like they put sugar in the bread.
They dunk it in like sugar with the
Yeah.
Just for an aside, what the hell? There used to be
God's chicken there.
a chain called Roy Rogers.
Oh,
Long
this
time ago.
distance.
They're still there. They're only on the New Jersey Turnpike. If I
Oh
drive
my
to-
God. Are
if I
these
drive to Newark,
Sky
I have to pick up
Sharks?
chicken for my wife.
Yeah.
So what y'all are looking at currently are
Are
indeed
sharks.
sky sharks.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Sharknado.
They are known as Zephyr Sharks, and they like the jellies, the bubble jellies that y'all saw last week. They are remnants of the old world that when everything got broken and ripped up into the skies, they as well, through magical means, were mutated and turned into flying sharks.
Of course they were.
Forward.
Oh, this isn't going to be fun for me. I don't want to kill sharks.
Let's just go in. Let's just go inside.
Tantor has no hang-ups, but well,
Can they
they've
damage
probably
the ship?
already seen us.
They could
Yeah, but
probably
they don't have
pop our
hands.
balloons.
They don't seem to have opposable thumbs, though, so I think the doors might work for at least a minute.
The doors are open currently.
But we can close them. I'm way back here, guys. Y'all are up in the front. I'm gonna.
Tantor doesn't run.
Do they look like menacing sharks or like friendly?
Friendly?
Sharks.
They do not look
Shark.
friendly. They are teeth teeth are, out. It
Okay.
looks like they are in kind of a craze. Some would say a feeding frenzy.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna go invisible.
Well, I'm glad the eagles got out of here.
Good. You're going invisible?
Oh,
okay.
Justen can just turn invisible.
With the hidden step, that's right.
It's a Firbolg thing.
So everyone takes defensive measures, gets ready, and the sharks all pass right by you.
What?
Bye-bye, sharks.
They are heading for the building.
Did their friend get left
for the
behind?
food.
And they crash into the building, and you hear a cacophony of noise. And oh nope, Ignacious, you're not going with the sharks.
Nope, on the ship. Everybody on the damn ship. I don't want to see anything else that's happening here. Get on the ship.
And yeah, it's just the noise of tables being upturned and the ripping of flesh and blood spraying even more everywhere.
I believe the technical term is lunch.
That they are having a feeding frenzy of the 3 members inside the building.
Doesn't sound like anyone's going with my get on the ship idea. Let's get out of here, guys.
I was already there, buddy.
I was already there.
I got these maps, these journals.
Captain, forward ho!
All right, yeah, let's go.
Okay. So we are...
But let it be clear, I am not running. I've decided to depart.
They weren't coming after us. They were just having dinner.
Right, so we are
declare victory and go home.
Back on the Tropicanon. So the party has found some mystery afoot, with a mysterious death or a mysterious massacre, small massacre, I would say, of what looks like an adventuring party and a missing member, a missing ship. They found maps and notes about what seems like a adventuring party went to one of the old world ruins to find money, loot, artifacts, and treasure. It looks like it turned on them, and currently they have that and their lead of Valifor, which Valifor is about a week's worth journey away.
How far away is this place?
Which place?
The place that they were going. Can we tell?
So all of the old ruins are on the very bottom layer. So y'all are up on the in between the second and third layer of land masses, like the big city land masses, and the old ruins are about a week's trek below the lowest level of hospitable land masses. They're right where the bottom cloud layer is.
Okay.
They're usually very untraveled, so there aren't a whole lot of mapped out lanes and routes out to them, because they're usually only sought after by hardened adventurers, as a lot of the old world ruins are also patrolled by the old world guardians and the old world machinations and weapons. So very strong things that not a lot of people go around.
So it would take us longer to get down there than it would to Valifor, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I vote for going to Valifor. I want a hat.
I mean, it makes sense. You want to get your hat. We think the fox thing might have gone there. We can find out information. And the title of the episode says Valifor, so we should probably go there.
Not necessarily. It's all fluid.
I plan to follow the captain.
All right. So
I love that we all blindly follow the guy who literally went, I guess I'm captain.
And has a
I
hat
didn't.
on his nose.
You're not following
no problem
blindly.
with it. I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah, helmsman, let's take us to Valifor.
All right, Captain. There's wine and hors d'oeuvres on the front deck.
What?
Wow.
There's what and what?
There's wine and hors d'oeuvres.
I am
What?
out there.
What's that first thing?
Wine? Wine
Oh,
is an
no.
alcoholic beverage derived from grapes, mostly.
What does Alaralic mean?
This is my new favorite thing ever. Come on, Captain. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Where's the wine setup?
I have it. It's probably right there.
Hold on, let me see if I can add in a little bar top for you guys.
Sweet, we got a wet bar now. Moving up, guys.
And what was the other thing you said?
He was talking about hors d'oeuvres, which is a fancy way to say little food.
Ah, little food and this wine, is it?
Wine. It's one type of an alcoholic beverage. Alcohol is... It's like juice that makes you feel good.
Not like orange juice, because that makes me feel awful.
No, nothing like orange juice. There's one kind of ale that wimpy people drink that you put an orange in, but we're not ever going to touch that.
Oh, okay.
But what we have here is wine. And I'm going to assume that a Firbolg knows where to get some good wine, because they are some hippy-dippy creatures. Oh, look at this bar top that's in front of us now.
I want to investigate the wine.
Okay.
Under the bar already, huh, Iggy?
Close enough.
Anyway, Choppa, if you need to take a break for an hour.
Oh, good. I know exactly what it is.
Yep. It looks like fantastic wine. Oh, well, yep, it's wine. Yep. Smells like wine. Looks like wine. You hold it up to the light as the sun shines through. Yep, it's wine. Take a sip. It's wine.
So,
well, Tantor's never had alcohol.
You said you've never had alcohol before, right?
I just found out what it is moments ago.
Okay, based on your body mass, I would say that bottle is going to be okay. And then I'll take this one, because I have a little bit more experience with this than you do. But go slow. If you start feeling really confident about yourself, like more confident than you already are, which I know doesn't sound like it could be possible, but is definitely going to happen, you might want to make sure to slow down.
I've probably finished the bottle by this point.
Okay, so remember what I said if you can.
Well, I'm probably not good to reason with at this point.
It usually takes at least 5 minutes to kick in, Tantor. Don't go acting like a first-year college girl and being like, woo, I'm drunk.
So, yeah, for your mass and your body size, one jug of wine is not going to do too much for you, Tantor. You're feeling like your perception is a little slowed, foggy. You're not really
more
sure
than
what this
usual.
feeling is. Yeah. And the thoughts are coming out a little bit more unhindered, but you're not really sure what all this, like people getting drunk and falling all over the place thing is all about. This seems easy. Like you can't imagine why people do that. They must be putting an act on.
I do have to say,
at the point where you could talk him into doing karaoke.
Your hat looks very nice on you, sir.
Why, thank you.
I'm just gonna casually walk up and have an orange and start making sangria.
Hey, I knew I liked this lady.
I don't want any of that stuff.
Orange sangria.
That's just a kind of wine that people can drink in the afternoon and act like they don't feel guilty about it.
Pretty much.
I don't get it.
Well, he walks over and grabs something to eat, but he says, Wizard school, they taught us never drink wine or beer or whiskey.
That sounds like a boring wizard school.
You know, when one little mistake in pronunciation is the difference between a furball and a fireball, your cat really doesn't like it when you make that mistake.
Oof.
Well, that's one of the more disturbing things I've heard today. And I just watched 5 sharks eat a bunch of guys.
Hey,
They're already dead.
that's how it works.
That is true. That is true. They were already dead.
They would have objected otherwise.
Probably.
I mean, it's just meat at that point.
Did we set
I
up
mean, it's
all of
just
the
meat,
other?
but it's walking around to a shark.
Did we set up all the
just
other
airplane.
javelins?
So all your javelins are loaded, and y'all were able to get a little bit more. Like currently, you have a store of 18 javelins.
Could I tie some of the rope that we just acquired to the back of a javelin? We could load those? Oh no, never mind. Into the back of one of these guys.
Yeah. So you want to make it to they're retrievable.
Well, that and so if like we stab it into a ship, we can crawl across.
Yeah. You can load that.
Cool.
Okay. So are you outfitting all 4 of them with that
Yeah.
now?
I'll do I'll have them on standby and put them on the ground so we can load it. That way, if we get ship to ship combat, we can use those if we want.
Okay. So you're tying off it to just the javelin and then setting it to the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have currently one untied loaded?
No, I don't think we ever reloaded them.
Okay. Because it does
But I
take
will.
take an action to load them.
Mhm.
So if you were to do that fire and then you wanted to load another one that was untied, then you would need to do another action to load it. So I just want to know if y'all are gonna have those on standby with actual, just the javelin ones loaded up, or how you're wanting to set it up. So I know for any future battles.
We should probably do like half and half. We
Yeah,
should
I'd say, like,
probably put 2 of
the
them
ones
with
on the
rope
back?
and
Yeah, the ones on the back maybe with the rope, and then the ones on the front are normal.
We are going to get drug behind a bigger ship at some point during this campaign.
That's the goal, man.
I hope so.
So
Or a whale.
If you shoot a spear into one of those whales, I will throw you off this ship. I don't care about my alignment.
Yeah, don't hurt
Bear-
the whales.
Barry was a beautiful creature.
We got to figure out how to
so-
make our ship faster.
That is a good point.
well, if there is about a week of downtime before you get to Balfour. If anyone wants to, I guess, crack open another cold one.
Are we going to
open
have
up-
to have an intervention for Tantor at the end of this week?
Yes.
Nah,
I'm gonna
he's
guess that I would have plenty of time to read through those journals.
Yes, you would.
Do I need to roll investigation or anything?
No, with how long of the time it is, you can take a 20 on something like that.
Can I also read through the journals? Because that sounds like some juicy gossip.
Yeah, you can. So it.
Oh, and by the way, every day to make sure that Choppers gets a rest, I do an unseen servant that holds the ship steady for an hour.
Hey, thanks.
Just to give him a little bit of time. Okay.
Yeah, I keep Tantor from driving, especially when now that he's become an alcoholic.
After one wine.
yeah. Everybody's assuming that the elephant has
That's all it takes is one.
addiction issues. Apparently.
That's what they always taught us.
I didn't even like it.
Oh my God. Did they have the DARE program at your wizard school? Because that thing introduced me and all of my friends to all of the alcohol and drugs we ever did. I had never
Absolutely.
even heard of cocaine until that Legionnaire came to my school and talked to us.
Peruvian marching powder, they call it. Yeah.
I vaguely remember a guy in a lion suit.
Oh God, it got real.
I don't know about that. Something in my youth, we had something similar in our youth, but it was a dog man.
Yeah, rough.
Yes.
Are you okay? Do you need a lozenge?
So, Villi and
Willa.
Willow.
Yep.
Willa. Willa. Willa.
Willa.
Willa the Huntress.
Oh,
Y'all are investigating the diaries and the journals. So through your investigating, it seems like the leader of that adventuring party was a Aarakocra named Akret Jaws, and he had with him a dwarven wizard named Alistair Owlweth. There was also a uh, goblin ranger named Nook, and then there was a
Oh god, please.
tabaxi fighter named Rock.
Rock.
It seems they were an adventuring party that were treasure hunters, and they had heard rumors about old world ruins coming up from the clouds, from the whenever they say like the clouds capital, it means like the layer of clouds at the bottom of the world. These are like yellow, like arcane storm clouds. So no one's been able to devise any way of penetrating through the clouds, but every once in a while, rarely, old land masses will come through the clouds themselves. And they decided to press their luck and see about investigating the old world ruins. While they were going through, they did find an artifact of what power they did not know. They didn't know the extent of the power. It was a black, about 1 foot in diameter orb, but they did not yet know what it did. But it looked powerful and it looked like it would fetch a lot of money. On the way out, Rock was spotted by one of the ancient war golems that patrol the old world ruins, and they were blasted by one of the war golems, and which led them to try to take refuge at way stations. They were making their way kind of hopping way station to way station, taking what provisions they can to kind of refuel their ship. And they decided in the next one that they had enough that they were going to try to see what happened and like what this artifact was doing. Alistair had kind of been making some way into figuring out what happens with this artifact, and he says that he believes he knows how to activate it, and that was the last journal entry.
Huh. Well, I found that inspiring.
so what'd you guys read in all those books?
Al, you muted, man.
Once upon a time, there were 4 adventurers, and one of them was a cat. And
Named
they
Rock.
found some stuff, and they got beat up by some golems, and they flew here, and they were trying to figure out how to activate something. I suspect they figured it out.
Oh, and then boom.
Right. So that I think that they were screwing around with something they don't understand.
Some
They
kind of
were-
magical artifact.
You know, you can get too tall for your brain to connect to your feet.
Yeah, this is aimed at me, I assume.
It sounded like it.
No, not at all. It's a general feature of really tall things, though, that sometimes they get disconnected between their feet and their brains. And so they do things before they think about it. Like fucking around with an ancient artifact. I mean, it's something I would do.
It's a rational way to get killed. I'll give you that. I got nothing to do while we're on this ship, so unless anyone else has something to do to the city.
So
Looking
I'm gonna
around.
start writing a diary now, I guess, to mimic this journal
Okay.
and
Oh.
record what we do. for the most part.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, if nothing else anyone wants to do, the rest of the trip passes pretty uneventfully. Villi is poring over the diary more just to try to find out anything else he can find. Strangely enough, none of the notes that Olisar himself, you don't see any notes or any journal entries or anything like that from Olisar himself. They are strangely missing from the pile and the compendium of notes that you gathered. So you're not able to kind of get more information on what this artifact was, or how he was making progress on activating it, what his theories were on it, or anything like that. Currently, all you know about the artifact is it is a 1 foot in diameter black orb that murdered everyone, and as far as you know, grievously injured the fourth party member of that adventuring troop. And
just in case, he'll throw an investigation in rereading it, and I guess a really crappy Arcana roll.
Yeah, not able to gather anything else.
All right.
It seems like you're missing some information that they had. And with that, you all are making your way, and you're still about 10 hours out from the actually making contact and proper contact with Valifor itself. However, you are able to see the floating landmass that is Valifor itself, and it looks like there are actually 2 floating structures that make up Valifor. The landmass itself looks to be a just like an ocean, like it's a giant mass of water. That the border of the landmass itself, it looks to be a makeshift man-made dam all the way around, so none of the water itself is actually pouring off the sides of the landmass. And then on posts and in the center of it, it looks like there is like a mass of and Villi, you can from or you're like you can see in your knowledge of the arcane arts, this looks to be a like a gravity orb, and around it structured are what looks like cities and docks and things like that. So it looks like the actual proper city of itself of Valifor is floating above this space of water. And Tantor, since you're up there in the front, do you want to give me a perception check?
Okay. Uh-oh.
You're not able to see too much more other than what I just described. However, you do see, everyone does see that there looks to be very large airships patrolling around. And let me go ahead and make that visible to everyone.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So these are look to be they're elven warships. So they're about each one's about twice the size of your airship itself, and they're look to be a fleet that they kind of just they're kind of patrolling around. As you are making your way towards the city, everyone kind of their peers in the center here. What looks to be like an ephemeral image of an elf. He looks to be in what looks like military garb, and he's got a couple medals on his chest. And he's got hands clasped behind his back. He says, "Hello, vessel. You are entering the airspace of Valifor. Please please let me know your intention with our fair great city, or we will, as with the proper procedures of entering, the city of Valafor, we will come and apprehend you if your intentions are ill or you do not let us know what your intentions of entering the airspace are.
Yeah, we got a lot of oranges.
Orange traders.
Ah,
Also,
merchants.
I want a hat.
Oh, merchants. Yes, we do see a lot of merchants coming through the great city of Valafor. If you do
First
not
of
mind-
all, well met, sir. A pleasure.
oh yes, the dwarf. Hello. Well, if you don't mind, he's kind of looking at you like side-eyed a little bit. We'll be dispatching a escort ship to bring you into the proper, the city of Valafor proper, and escort you to the merchants district.
All right,
You
thanks a
may
lot.
conduct your affairs.
What was your name?
My name is Ignacious. Oh no, I'm looking at Ignacious.
Oh,
Oh man, so many.
oh!
names.
Did he say that? Ethan, does the DM slip of the tongue count?
No, it does not.
Okay.
And his name is slipping from me. I had it earlier, and I don't know.
Slipping from me is a weird name for an elf.
The
But I
Frummies
like
family are famous. I just did a history roll. I can tell you, the Frummies are a famous group of elven sailors.
I think I've actually heard of the
Haven't you
Frummies
heard of
too.
An escort vessel will be with you momentarily. And the transmit. Yes. Okay.
Thanks, Slippin'.
Thank you, Captain Frummy.
Oh my god.
Slippin'
Alright.
seemed like a nice guy. I don't know why he was looking at me so weird. I was just trying to be polite.
He seemed kind of
Slippin's a
nervous.
weird name.
I mean, he said his name's slipping from me, so
Yeah.
that's definitely his name.
So, as you all are making your way towards Valafor, there are you see a smaller elven ship coming towards you. Let me bring them up.
Yeah, we have to get an elven warship. Those things are cool.
Oh, I thought it was 11 warships.
See, but it's going to be like just when we got this ship, everywhere we look, everyone else is going to be driving the same ship as us.
So, 2 escort ships come up beside you, and they wave as they intercept and motion to follow them.
I wave back.
And
You all right to drive there, Chopper?
Yeah, I got this.
all right, and then I'll go ahead. And as y'all are coming over the fair city of Valafor, I will go ahead and show the full map. Chaz, you might want to zoom out a lot on this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's kind of big.
Oh, that's a big map. Oh, this is
Yay.
Oh,
this
lordy.
is some Witcher looking map right here.
Where am I? Where am I? Where am I?
No, there's no tokens on.
Oh.
I'm just, no, no.
Ah.
Y'all would be very, 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 very tiny on this. Like your
Everybody knows
ship,
this is for.
this is where your ship is docking. So as the escort ships bring you in towards the merchant district, and everyone is docking and getting ready, we'll go ahead and we'll end there for the night.
All right. Awesome.
Alrighty.
So
Let me get the
now-
voice off.
So now we're in Valafor, everyone. This is Valafor.
We made it.
we made it to the place. Well, you know how it goes. Some sessions are more eventful than others. But we will be back next week to continue the adventure.
Chaz, real quick before we go, I have a couple more
Yes.
donations that came in before the end of the stream. Grant Lackford gave us $5 for supporting peer pressure. I think that was for me trying to get you drunk. And
nice.
Rimothy donated 10 more bucks, and this is for you, Chaz, and I'm going to sing it to the best of my remembrance of the tune. Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
Oh, yeah, dude. And then he said, take a bite out of crime. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for stopping by and hanging around. we'll pop off here, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday, same time, same channel, 8 p.m. Eastern at YouTube.
See you next week.
See ya.
And on Twitch.
Later.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.